welcome back to another video. So this is part 2 of our UK journey, as in how I got here. So in my last video I explained about the offers that you need to have before making a formal or an official visa application. So I have come here with my wife, who is coming as a dependent with me. So the reason behind this video is that I searched around YouTube everywhere, but I could not find any help about especially the documents that you need to have to bring your dependent, especially for a study visa. There are some videos where people are talking about spouse visa, but that is when you work here. There was nothing explicit for a student visa. So coming to the application part, so there are two parts here actually. One is where you apply for yourself. I'll tell you the simplest procedure that you can follow. So first, as a student, you can start applying for yourself. Just have the basic documents like the passport and other letters that I mentioned earlier, like the ATA certificate, the cash certificate, then an unconditional offer from the university. And mostly we'll also need a scholarship letter to show that you will be able to survive on the stipend that you get here per month in the UK. So once you have this is more than sufficient for your visa application. So the trick here is that before applying for your dependent's visa parallelly, just make sure your application is completed, because once it is done, you have to pay a health surcharge here, which is called the NHS, so that your application will start getting processed at the UK Home Office, and also will get something called as a GWF number. This is to just track the status of your visa, and once you have this GWF, you can use it in your dependent's visa, so that her application will also start or it will get processed very soon. And if you are coming with your wife, most important document I would say is the marriage relationship, which they consider a bit seriously here. So what I did was I created a PDF where I attached a few of our photos, then some of our travel tickets. So just to be sure, I attached a few photo tickets of bus, then a few flight tickets wherein we traveled around India. Can be anywhere also. This is just to show that you both are living together for the duration that you will mention in your visa. So once your visa application is finished, you need to have an appointment, book an appointment for you and for her. This is simple process that there are third-party agencies called, especially VFS Global. You can search for the nearest center and you can book an appointment. So once you go there and give your biometrics, your visa processing will start, and you will get the result maybe in 1 or 2 weeks. For us it was very quick because I was coming on a student visa, so both of us had our visa decision in 5-6 days. So once you finish or once you get your visa, your actual work starts here, because you need to apply or book your flight tickets and plan your journey. So I would say that it's better if you book your tickets at least 2 to 3 months. Otherwise the costs are really high, especially for the international travel. One thing I missed the visa application process was the accommodation proof. So you need to have a document or a proof which will say that you will stay here and for how long you will stay, because even if the visa gets completed, right, sometimes they might ask you about this in your immigration. So make sure that you have a perfect accommodation proof when you apply for your visa application. Here in the month of December, which is very cold, so we went to Decathlon and we did some shopping, like we bought some jackets that is mostly made for the weather here. Then make sure that you have the necessary clothing like the jackets and your shoes. To the student accommodation, it's really hard to get here, because since there are international students, so most of the accommodations get booked as soon as they get an offer. So what I would suggest is that once you get even a conditional or an unconditional offer, just go to their website and start inquiring. You can fill out forms. There are portals where you can fill in your details, so that you get a place, or you will be placed in a queue, because this is really serious. The accommodation is not cheap, and it is very competitive. So I was fortunate because I applied it very long back as soon as I got my conditional offer. So coming to the travel here, I would say that once you have your clothes sorted, make sure that you bring lots of Indian food, in the sense you get spices, the Indian spices, even Maggi, soups and all here, because they are a bit expensive than what you get back there. Rice, lentils, the other oil and other things that you can get it anyways here. And moreover, you have the weight restrictions when you travel in a flight, so make sure that you pack very smartly. And Another important thing is when you go for a purchase of your suitcase or the travel bags, right? Make sure that you have the ones with the TSA lock system, because this is something which I also got as an advice from my friend. So let's say that you have something which the customs will think of as a suspicious object. So if you have a TSA lock, then they will have a master key with them. They can easily open it and just check your travel bags. One more thing that I would suggest is to get a weighing machine with you, because that is something which I prefer just to have it around to avoid the overweight charges when you travel to the airport. So if you are done with this, then I think your travel is sorted. So the only thing that remains is your immigration once you start traveling. Just immigration usually takes like 2 to 3 hours, but it was very quick for us. So and it was not that difficult. So I would say it's not something that you have to break your head over. So I think this is all you need to have once you're planning your journey here. And once you come to UK, right, I would say the first thing is to register with your local GP, because once you have filled the NHS, you have to register with the local doctor here, what they call as a GP. Then make sure that you open a bank account. So it takes like 1 to 2 days just to get your bank details. Like there are few applications like Monzo, Wise and Revolut. So these are like online banks, and once you fill in your application, you'll get card easily within 1 to 2 days. So that will help your spending here, because there are some outlets where they don't accept forex card. So it's better if you have a UK bank and local credit or a debit card. Yeah, so that is something that you should do once you arrive in the UK. So I came here with my wife. Actually, that is a really big decision for me, because once you come to countries like UK or the US, most of you can relate that staying alone will put you in some kind of isolation. But for me, throughout my journey, when I started applying here, my wife was a big pillar of support for me. She helped me in ways that more than in ways that I can imagine. This video might be of some help to you guys. So thank you for watching. As again, please like, share and subscribe. Bye bye.